Yeah, we are back on another episode of Tell Me, and I hope you guys followed me yesterday because I did sweep the slate 6 for 6. Called every single game yesterday. I told you guys what it was. I knew the Nets were going to beat the Sixers. I told you guys to take the Nets with the points, sprinkle something on the money line. They beat them. I told you guys the Lakers were going to get it done, ruin the streak. LeBron back in MSG, and he did exactly what I said was going to happen. I told you guys the Bulls suck. The Kings were going to get it done. I told you guys the Bucks were going to get it done. I told you the Cavs on the money line. I did tell you that the Hawks were going to beat the overrated Warriors. Steph Curry went for 60 points and couldn't even get the win. They need to get that guy some help right away before his prime is over, because he is just incredible and he is wasting the last of his years in Golden State. But without further ado, make sure you guys hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, follow, all the above. And let's get right into today's Sunday NBA action. We've got 9 games today, and I'm going to crush every single one, giving you my thoughts and picks on every single game today. So let's get right into today's first game up. It is the Orlando Magic playing in Detroit against the Pistons. Everyone is playing for the Magic. For Detroit, Cade Cunningham is game time decision, and Isaiah Stewart is out. Mike Muscala is out. This is quick and easy. It's the Pistons. The spread is currently sitting at 6.5. Orlando laying 6.5 on the road, and I think they should cover it. They're just a way better team than the Pistons. The Pistons are terrible. These two teams played already once this season. Magic beat the shit out of them by a lot, like 30 something. Now they're playing in Detroit today. I don't care where they're playing. It's the Magic tonight. Magic today. They got the first game. They're playing at 3 o'clock today. Make sure you guys get on it. Magic money line. Magic minus the 6.5. They should win by double-digit spread. But that's what I got for that game. It's the Magic or nothing. Next game up, it's the Phoenix Suns playing in Washington against the Wizards. It is the Bradley Beal going back to Washington game. Everyone is playing for the Suns today. No injuries for the Washington Wizards. No Kyle Kuzma. He is out. Tyus Jones, game time decision. Marvin Bagley out. Isaiah Livers out. Yeah, this is quick and easy for me too. I mean, I know we can't trust the Suns to cover a spread on the road. 11.5 on the road is a lot to cover with the Suns. They don't cover on the road. We saw last game, Atlanta, they couldn't cover a three-point spread against Atlanta. Atlanta beats them outright. Phoenix, one of the worst cover teams in the league on the road. One of the worst cover teams, period, in the league. They're like on the bottom 5 teams in the NBA as far as against the spread goes. But it is the Washington Wizards tonight without Kyle Kuzma, possibly without Tyus Jones. I mean, even if they all played, it is the Bradley Beal going back to Washington game. Phoenix should cover this spread. They should roll these boys out of the gym. But you know how I feel with double-digit spreads. I'm not laying 11.5 with Phoenix. If it was another team against Washington, I'd probably lay 11.5. But Phoenix, we know we can't trust against the spread. Phoenix wins the game. Not sure if they cover. Like I said, they should cover the spread. I don't like it, though. Phoenix does win the game, though. So if you want to go Phoenix money line, if you're going to do a parlay, or maybe tease the points down, -7, -7.5, -8, something like that, 3 or 4 points, if you're going to take the number. But that's what I got for that game. Next game up, it is the LA Clippers in Miami. You already know how I feel about this game. LA Clippers giving up 4.5 on the road. This is going to be the 6th straight road game in a row for LA. Miami finally getting the ball rolling. They won their last 2 after losing 7 in a row. Clippers are also going to be on a back-to-back. They play tomorrow as well in Atlanta. So they're on a back-to-back. Today will be game 7 in a row on the road. Tomorrow, or game 6 on the road. Tomorrow will be game 7 in a row on the road. Not a good spot for the Clippers. I know you guys can't trust the Heat. I might be biased or whatever, but forget me. Pretend I love Harden. I love James Harden, and I hate the Miami Heat. I honestly think the Miami Heat beat the Clippers tonight. Without me being biased, I think the Miami Heat actually beat the Clippers tonight. These two teams met earlier this season in LA. LA beat them. This is the last time that they're going to meet in Miami, and I love the revenge game at home for Miami tonight. Like I said, Miami is starting to win some games. They're starting to get it together with Terry Rozier in the lineup now, and I think this is a good spot for Miami to get a win tonight. So I'm going to take the Miami Heat plus the 4.5. Might even buy 2 or 3 points, maybe plus 6 or 7.5. But I honestly do think that the Heat will win this game. If you wanted to sprinkle something on the money line, Miami, for some plus money, I think Miami Heat plus the 4.5 is the play today. That's what I have for that game. Next game up is the Memphis Grizzlies playing in Boston against the Celtics. Celtics lost their last game against the Lakers without LeBron, without AD. I think they were embarrassed. The spread is 18.5 tonight. I mean, it's probably the biggest spread that probably the biggest opening spread that I've seen this entire season. 18.5. Memphis, I mean, they're playing with G League players. They've got an injury report longer than I can even. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. But nonetheless, 18.5. You guys know how I feel about double-digit spreads, and this is damn near a 20-point spread. But being that the Boston Celtics lost last game at home with no AD LeBron, I'm pretty sure they got embarrassed. And this is a Memphis team that is just completely depleted. I mean, they have no one. I mean, last person they had was Jaren Jackson, Xavier Tillman. And guess what? Jaren Jackson is out tonight. Xavier Tillman is game time decision. Who do they have playing tonight? Bunch of G League players. It's over for that. That ride is over. We saw it last game. Golden State beat the shit out of the Memphis Grizzlies. And I see the same thing happening tonight in Boston. Boston Celtics are going to roll the Memphis Grizzlies out of the gym. I'm probably not going to bet the game just because I don't want to bet 20-point spread and the money line isn't paying anything. So I probably do stay away from this game. But on my call it ticket, I'm going to lay the points with the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics should win this game by 50, 60 points. So that's what I got for that game. It's the Celtics all day. Not even overthinking it anymore. Next game up, it is the Indiana Pacers playing in Charlotte against the Hornets. Pacers laying 10.5 on the road. Tyrese Halliburton is still game time decision. Miles Turner, game time decision. Benedict Mathurin is game time decision. And Jalen Smith is also game time decision for the Indiana Pacers. It doesn't matter, though. I mean, whether these guys play or they don't play, they should still win this game. These two teams already met twice this season. They played once in Indiana, and the Hornets actually beat them by 1 point. But that was early in the season. Different Pacers team now. I don't know who was all playing that game. Then they just played again the second time in Indiana also, and Indiana beats them by 31. The last two games are in Charlotte. No LaMelo Ball tonight. We know Terry Rozier isn't there anymore. And I don't know if I can trust just Miles Bridges and the new kid, what the hell is his name? Brandon, to beat the Pacers. And, you know, the Pacers, we know that they've been balling. They've been hooping with everybody. They can play with anybody. I don't know if I trust Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges alone to beat the Pacers tonight. Pacers can play with anybody on the road without their stars. They're like a next man up type of team. And Pascal is playing tonight. But I definitely think that, you know, if Miles Turner and Halliburton play, 100% it's the Pacers. The Pacers will even cover the spread. If they don't play, I probably stay away from the game. Pacers probably still win the game either way, whether they play or not. They're still the better team. So give me the Pacers tonight. I'm laying the points if Hallie and Miles Turner play. If they don't play, probably just go with the Pacers money line, or I'll probably stay away from the game completely. Either way, Pacers should win this game tonight. Next game up, it's the Houston Rockets playing in Minnesota against the Timberwolves. Timberwolves, man, the house of disappointments. We saw last game they dropped the ball against the Magic at home. But they are still one of the best teams in the league as far as record goes. I think they're overrated, and I think it's starting to show. They're starting to get exposed as the season gets closer to crunch time, as I like to call it. But either way, we already know. You guys know me. The Houston Rockets, I don't bet them on the road. Probably the worst road team in the league. They've won 5 road games this entire season. I mean, and we're almost 50 games in. So that just goes to tell you enough right there. They definitely don't cover on the road. They don't win on the road. So I'm all over the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. Rudy Gobert is game time decision tonight. Tari Eason is out for the Rockets. And that's about it. Everyone else seems to be playing for the Rockets. Minnesota, everyone's playing. Rudy Gobert is game time decision. So we have to monitor his status, of course, because he will make a difference. I do believe Minnesota covers this spread as long as everyone is playing for Minnesota. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves. If Gobert is sitting, I think Minnesota still wins the game, but I think Rockets can probably keep it close and actually probably cover a game on the road. But it all depends on Gobert if he's going to play or not. But either way, if he plays or he doesn't play, Minnesota still wins this basketball game. Next game up, it is the Toronto Raptors playing in Oklahoma City against the Thunder. Short, quick, and easy. I'm not even going to overthink it. The Thunder, best ATS team in the league, number 2 in the West. The Raptors, they've just been dropping the ball left and right. They can't get a win. Yeah, they need a win. It ain't going to be tonight against the Oklahoma City Thunder, though. I tell you that much. They're 1-5 over their last 6. The Raptors and the Thunder, they're the best home team in the league as far as against the spread goes. So I think the Thunder cover. I think the Thunder win. Thunder money line. Thunder minus the 8.5. Again, if 8.5 is too steep for you, tease it down a couple of points and still get them at good odds. Either way, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. Next game up, it's the Milwaukee Bucks playing in Utah against the Jazz. Milwaukee on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. They played last night in Dallas, and they did win. They looked really bad in the first half of that game, and then they ended up going on a rally in the second half and winning the game outright. We were on the Bucks yesterday, beating the Mavs. They did win. But we know Jazz at home are the first or second best ATS team at home in the league. It's them and the Thunder, 1 and 2. I don't know which one is 1, which one is 2, but they are the 2 best teams at home as far as against the spread goes this season. The Jazz and the Bucks already met one time this season earlier, and the Jazz won in Milwaukee, beat the Bucks by 16 in Milwaukee. So with that being said, Utah is laying 2.5 at home today. And they are one of the best cover teams in the league, the best cover team in the league. They are home. They didn't play last night. They're rested. They should win this game tonight. But again, it is Giannis on the other end, and it is a revenge game for the Bucks. The Bucks want to come back in here and even the series out. It's the last time they're going to play this season against Utah. So I do think that they come in here and compete, the Bucks, but it's a bad spot for them. Back-to-back on the road with travel. Bucks don't cover at all. We know this. Bucks cannot cover a game on the road. They did last night. Like I said, they ended up rallying, but who was playing for the Mavericks other than Luka? So this game I don't like. It's probably the toughest game for me tonight. It's a coin toss game, I believe, but I do lean towards the Jazz getting it done, beating the Bucks tonight in Milwaukee. So give me the Jazz money line. And that's what I got for that one. Last game up. It is the last game of the evening. It is a repeat. We saw this game 2 nights ago. It is the Portland Trailblazers playing in Denver against the Nuggets. That boy Nikola Jokic had 22 rebounds that game. The spread is at 14.5. Nuggets laying 14.5 at home. And you guys already know how I feel about those big numbers. Portland just saw this team 2 days ago. Maybe they made some adjustments. Maybe they come out tonight and keep the game even closer. Or maybe Denver said, hey, we're going to make adjustments too, and we're going to blow them out of the water tonight. So either way, it's the Denver Nuggets tonight. Don't know if I'm going to lay 14 points. Denver should cover it, but I'm not going to lay that many points with them. I'm probably going to tease the points down a bit, or I just roll with the Denver money line if I'm going to put it on a parlay or something like that. But there you have it. There's all my thoughts and predictions for the day. Here's all my, I forgot to tell you guys, these are my sweep glasses. Anytime you guys see me with these glasses on, it means I swept the slate last night. So, yes, it was a beautiful day yesterday. Made a lot of people money. Make sure you guys all hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit me up for the premium parlay of the day or the premium pick of the day. I am giving it out every day. Sign up now and let's make some money. Tell me and don't fail me. It is what it is. Let's get some money tonight.